What'd you do?
Oh, sir, I don't know. It's broken.
Well, you know, when you're preparing for recovery day weekend, sometimes you need a little recovery.
They gave her the beans a little too much.
A little bit too much. And the traction board, no bueno?
No bueno. You know, you need the mix track. Well, let me take it out.
I'm just saying, boys, if that was Toyota,
She would've got stuck.
never would have got stuck. That's what a non-Toyota looks like right there.
Oh, you can't even tell I did it on the other side.
Yeah, dude, he's fixed it. Like, he's overqualified.
It says DOTORE glass service.
Yeah.
If you break your glass, we'll save your ass. So, Sean, what's up?
Knock on glass, save your ass.
I thought the front windows were so much easier to get out of.
Recovery day.
Hey! That way!
I didn't want to do that on your video. Why? Hi.
It's all natural recovery stuff.
Got an audience over here. What's up, bud? What's up? Right on time, buddy.
Yeah, you're just gonna steer. Roll your window down so you can hear me.
So what's going on here, Vince?
Well, it looks like you got a little stuck in the cabbage.
How long ago did we start?
Probably about 10 minutes ago. So we're already stuck.
We're not even to the location.
Yeah, we're.
The real recovery vehicles are over there.
Yeah.
All right, wind it in.
You want me to throw my hoodie on there or something? Oh, he's got a thing, doesn't he?
All right, you tight? You got it neutral? All right, keep your wheels to the right. Go ahead and wind it in. Go ahead, wind it in. All right, stop. What's wrong with this picture?
You're in the
middle of it.
Triangle. Triangle of death.
Death triangle right there. Good point.
Chris with the
Alright,
answers
why
today.
It's a geometry lesson too? I didn't know that.
Vince, didn't you fail geometry?
I did, you know. I had to take it 2 times in sophomore year of high school. I'm all about the rhombus.
That's the type of triangle, people.
All right, stop. All right, turn your wheels real hard to the left. All right, let off the brake. All right, let him have you. Good. Straighten it up a little bit. Right there.
Hello.
Well, I looked at her, I was like, she's the ball.
Got neutral? All right, wind it in. Turn your wheels. Right there. Don't fight it. I'm watching it. Just keep going. Don't fight it. To the right just a little bit, very slightly. Very slightly to the right. Not if you go too much, it's just going to cause you to slide. Oh, turn your wheels to the left. Like a leaf.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at all that quicksand together right there.
Next.
Next.
Synthetic rope on it. I have my do's and don'ts about synthetic. Yes, it's nice, it's light. I'm an old school guy. I like my wire rope. It's tried and true. The rope is nice because it is light. It's easy to pull out, but it does cut. It does fray. You get up against a tree or something, it'll burn a hole in it. Where if you use a steel wire rope, chances of that are very slim. Yeah, it might fray it here or here, but still keep using it. I give this to the group last year. Looks like simple blocks of wood. When you're winching on somebody, you're trying to get them out, you never leave your vehicle in park. Set the emergency brake, put it in neutral. A parking pool will break. I've seen it 100 times. It's not very fun. So put those in the front. I give them to the group. We'll use them. Chalk the front wheels, put it in neutral, set the emergency brake. If it starts pulling you, get in there and hold your foot on the brake. Never have your vehicle in park. Stick shift, of course, it's already going to be in neutral. if it starts, if you still can't pull them and you've got a buddy, do the buddy system. Tie off to the truck behind you or whatever, or find a tree to help state you there. But never put your vehicle in park. I mean, just like you see, it's a skating ring. It's all greasy. You're just going to slide around. It's actually pointless, and you're going to do damage to your transmission. Which, if you got $3 or $4 grand to spend on transmission, then have at it. I mean, I don't have that money, but you know, it is what it is.
We know what you charge the tow, man. You got it.
Absolutely. Winch blanket. You hook your wire rope up or your synthetic rope. Throw that across it just like that. If it breaks, it's going to go to the ground. A lot of people forget to do that. When they break, they go through the windshield. You've all seen the videos on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You've seen the videos. It happens. I've had it happen to me. I mean, I caught it in time before, you know, it absolutely let loose, but I've had them come apart, and it is very scary. As my old man would always say, steel cable will start singing, and it does. It'll start singing to you. When it starts playing that tune, you better be gone. It will break. It will do significant damage to you, your vehicle, and anybody around. It don't give a shit who's around. That's why a lot of people go to the ropes, because when they break, they just fall to the ground. Where steel cable, it's got tension in it. I mean, it's made to hurt somebody. A lot of you guys have talked about last year about using soft straps, soft shackles, which we used a lot of these last year. I brought my own last year. The group kind of already had some. I'm a firm believer in these. Yeah, they're made out of shoestrings, believe it or not. I use them to pull 80,000 pounds. I've used them to pick up 150,000 pounds. I'm not scared of them. As long as you got your sleeves to protect them, like these do right here. The gentleman that pulled the first one out, I mean, he had a sleeve on the end of his rope. It's like it's a sock, a protective sock. It's actually a warning sock too, so when your winch is getting close to the drum, if you're watching it, knows you're getting close, you can stop. It helps protect it. If you're getting close to a tree or whatever, you can slide that sock up there, get close or whatever, so it's not cutting into something. That's what that thing's there for. Everybody's like, oh, it's just there for looks. No, it's there for a purpose. These are called mini J's. These are rated for 36 or 3,700 pounds before they break. We use these every day on all cars, makes, models, trucks, tractors, whatever. These are great. I give a group 2 of these. They had straps on them. I cut the straps off them because they're great for hooking the winch lines into it. All your vehicles have slots. When we flip the S10 over in that little yellow car, I will show you the proper slots that these go in. The group last year seen what happens when you don't use a proper slot and it ripped the frame right open. So I will show you what to feel for, what to look for. The boy on the Lexus, he got to see firsthand. Every vehicle has them. These are what these are for. These are great. These are quick little hookups. And it saves from having to dig out and try to fish that through the mud or whatever. Just drop one of these in there and just pull on it, get it up out of the mud or whatever. These are great for wheels. I'm going to show you that too. The wheel on your vehicle is as strong as the vehicle itself, believe it or not. Had some doubters last year. I proved them wrong. Whenever I go out to recover a semi or a car or whatever, first thing I grab is a wheel. All my guys were not firm believers about it. Grab wheel, pull it out, because I'm the wheel. You think, oh, 5 lug nuts, 6 lug nuts, how it is as strong as the vehicle. It's not going to come off there. Where I've grabbed a hold of a control arm or a piece of the frame and I've ripped a hole into it, or I've ripped a control arm clear off the car. Yeah, the wheel protected the control arm, but if I would have been on that wheel, that control arm probably would have stayed on that subframe or whatever I was pulled on. So I'm a firm believer of first thing grabbing the wheel. Yeah, you guys in the woods, you guys need that momentum to try to get your wheels spinning, but sometimes it's better if they're not spinning and let the recovery vehicle do the work to get it out of that scenario like we did up here. He just put it in neutral, You see how easy it come out, and then he was able to give it some momentum to come around. So every scenario is different, every situation is different. You're just going to have to get your little bag out and say, okay, what would Ryan do? You know, sometimes it's just as easy to get a yankum rope and hook up to it and just give it a little tug and come forward. Now, if you've got a lot of room to do it, great. But as you see, the trails all kind of do their thing. So if you would have yanked him, he would have slid in that tree. Now you've got a bigger situation because now he's into the tree. You're going the wrong way because you're trying to yank him. Now you can't get back up the hill. So every scenario you get into is going to be different. We're going to show you all kinds of different techniques. We're like I said, if you have questions or you want to try something, ask away. I'll let you set it up. We'll try to execute it. I will say yay or nay if it's going to work. If it don't work, it's a failure. No big deal. At least we're here doing things versus out on the trail where you've got thousands of people watching you because, oh, that ain't going to work. Well, it is going to work because you've been taught by one of the best. Everybody laughed at me last year when I produced this, and I made them firm believers out of it, but we're going to show you how this thing works. A simple piece of wood is going to make all you guys believers, and it's easier to show you than try to explain it, but this is called a flip stick. And we're going to flip that truck over in the creek, and we're going to show you how this thing works. You guys are all going to come to a scenario where there's going to be a vehicle on its top, and I don't care if it's 3 foot or 2 foot or whatever, you're going to make that piece of wood help you do the job a whole lot easier. 2 or 3 hours from a hospital, out in the middle of nowhere. That's what Danny's going to get ready to tell you about. You know, firsthand, first aid stuff, the basics. You know, you guys need to learn all this stuff because when you're on the trail, you are up to Mother Nature. So, I mean, you're going to have sticks, leaves, whatever you can use to bandage that stuff up.
I've been an EMT for 25 years. I've been a fireman for 28 years. I've been a deputy sheriff for 23 years. Like him, I've been around Jeeps. Don't fault me for that. Jeeps. I've belonged to a club out of Cleves called IOK Four Wheelers, and I'm their track EMT because they race and do off-road tough truck events. I've done that for 20 plus years down there. The biggest thing that I hope all of you guys take out of this is, and I use it, I'll steal it from the fire service. Everybody goes home. No matter what, everybody goes home. There are every situation is different when you're out in the trail. And you guys probably all know that, you know, rock crawling is way different than mud versus sand versus wherever you're at. You know, we want everybody to be safe and go home. So we've kind of, you know, me and my brother, my dad, my uncles, you know, we've kind of taken over the role in our group if we go trail riding, that we're those guys if there is an emergency. You know, the difference between a rescue versus a recovery. And that's why I'm glad that he asked me to come out here, you know, to do this. In the fire service and EMS wise, we have, you know, there's some sayings that we have, load and go or stay and play. It just depends on the severity of an injury. So like he said, if you're out somewhere that's 3.5 hours from civilization, which we all, hopefully, you know, we've been there needs to be a person or persons that need to make that decision to load and go or stay and play. And stay and play is a lot of what I do with just simple stuff. Everything, this little bit that I have right here, Amazon. We all hate spending money, but it's worth it when you need it. That was $60. That was about 100. The biggest thing, injury-wise, that we're going to see on the trails, like he said, winch cables, man, they are dangerous. Highly recommend that winch cover. I don't know, is this weighted?
Yeah, not really.
Because some of them are weighted with some lead in the bottom of them. Those are amazing. Those will immediately drop a cable or a rope instantly if it breaks. Like he said, it'll start whining, it'll make funky noises, and you'll start to see it. One of the things that we do and implement is one person, if a vehicle, let's say if a vehicle is stuck, and not to step on your foot, and I hope you'll take this, if a vehicle is good and rolled over or stuck, obviously you need to stop, you need to reassess it, look at it, figure out the best solution for it. And the advice I'll give you guys is there needs to be one person in charge, one person making the calls. Because if you have a situation that could be really bad and you got 15 people yelling different things, all that does is confuses the driver and the rescue recovery person. We kind of stole this, and I don't know if you guys use it, if you guys have ever heard this. Instead of saying left or right, driver, passenger. That has made like such a difference. I don't know who came up with that or thought of that, but I'm 100% guilty that I've stole that because it makes sense. So if you guys, driver's side, passenger side versus left or right, because if his left is different than my left, if me and him are facing each other. So we all know the difference between passenger and driver, I hope, but you guys are Toyota guys. I'm just playing. So, we implement that. Depending on where you're at, a lot of things that we have done, and there's people, we can bust each other down and have fun with it. And it's simple. We like to keep it simple, stupid. Like you said, gloves. Gloves are huge. They would just, and we can cut them off in an emergency basis right up if you have a hand injury. In that kit right there, there's trauma shears is what we call them. They'll cut through anything in that situation. So the biggest thing that I like to try to push or, recommend, and like I said, don't judge me, don't hate on me on it, a bicycle helmet. A bicycle helmet for the spotter could be key to life or death. They're $25. Hell, you could probably get one for free. We push that hard when we rock, because we do some rock crawling stuff. I don't know if you guys get into that as much, but there are areas, Slade and Natural Bridge, Exit 49 Renfro Valley, that there's some good rocks that to get up and over. And if you are stuck or you need to be winched out, that spotter really needs to have a helmet because of slip and falls, because you're standing on a rock and you're communicating with the driver and you're not paying attention, down you go. So you hit your head on a rock, you fall, you're done. And like he said, 3 hours into a trail. One of the biggest things too, a lot of times, I would say 99% of the time, when we're going into a trail, you always come to a town. There's always some little small town. Just mark or mentally think about where that little firehouse is. They're there. You'll see them. They're there. Just remember it. Another thing too, in the trail, if there is an emergency in the trail, everybody has cell phones. Pin it. Pin it on your GPS on your phone, your exact location. Your phone should be able to tell you coordinates, GPS coordinates of where you're at. And that would be a situation where you either pin it and you send somebody for help, preferably somebody that's ahead, that's not stuck or hurt first. You got the first vehicle out to get cell phone service, to try to call 911. Now these fire departments, I know for a fact that these fire departments that are in these ORV areas, they train also on recovery and rescue in this stuff. They have gators, they have members that do this stuff, and they might know the trails. So if you could get in contact with somebody, if you have that dire of emergency, pinning that GPS, those coordinates, they can put it right in their computers, right in their phones themselves, and get you right to where the emergency is. this won't tear it up. This won't mess with the injectors and everything else. But it gets the fire out. It smothers the fire quickly. Something simple too is a PW can. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them on eBay. Fire departments get rid of them. You're supposed to technically be fire extinguisher certified, but we all know how to use an air compressor and an air chuck. You fill it 3/4 of the way up and you put an air chuck on it and you put the gauge where it's green. It's a simple PW can, and all it is pressurized water. I've seen PW cans put out semi-truck fire, the cab's on fire, if you know how to use it. So this is a water-based thing, extinguisher here. I bought it off of Amazon. So, I don't know. I think that's about it. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to look at this. It has I don't know if anybody's familiar with what the Molly system is. So this has Molly on it. You could literally hang this off the back of your seat and just to have it. This kit, actually, I purchased this kit to show the sheriff and the chief deputy how this thing works. So all of our SWAT team and our cruisers, it's simple. It all folds out. It all stays together. And you can see every single thing that you need in a rush. I mean, it was $65, I think it was. And like I said, it's got gloves, it's got enough stuff, some splints, the trauma shears are in there, there's a compass in there, there's a whistle in there. Just, I mean, it's simple kind of survival stuff. Got reinforced hole right here in the back. All your Toyota trucks in the back got holes in the frame, similar like that. Just because it's steel, it's not going to hold up. So, like I said, get familiar with your vehicle, get familiar with some of them, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to lay down and rub your fingers around it and find the holes and whatever. I mean, every car has them. A lot of the newer cars they're running plastic on the bottom, like not that car be on a trail, but a lot of the newer cars they're running plastic on the bottom to try to keep the corrosion and shit down, which makes our job harder because we got to bend that plastic out of the way to get to that goddamn hole. So they're going to aluminum control arms. If it's got aluminum control arms on it, do not put a chain on it because you will bend it, you will mark it, and then you're buying a control arm. So soft shackles for it. I mean, in the off-road community, you wouldn't think they would put aluminum control arms, but I've seen certain things, especially on Lexuses and stuff. They're going to aluminum to keep the weight down. So that's why I say if the brackets are there, just like behind his front bumper, the bracket was there. That's what we went to. Yeah, we could have wrapped the soft shackle around the control arm or something to get him to go that way I wanted him to go to get away from that tree.
I think beyond the trail, obviously we're in a winter environment where you see folks are off the road in snow and you need to help recover.
That's correct. That was brought up last year too. A lot of people, they do that to go have fun. I'm all for it. You go have fun. But again, when you pull up, you got to be familiar with that vehicle. Not all cars are built the same. Not all SUVs are built the same. They're changing things daily, which making our job harder. Like when I go get a semi, I dread going to get a Freightliner because I got an option of 2 different drive lines. And if it's got the one drive line in it, great. If it's got to roll up and find a Jeep guy rolled over, drunk, still sitting in a seat, like, hey, help me out here. So we're going to pull it over, get it on the ground, then we're going to go to the lowest point. We're going to try and slide this thing around. We're going to do that first so you can listen to your winch, and then we're going to double it up. And we're going to show you how much easier it is when you double and triple up. Is the game plan here. And when you get real familiar, you got snatch block?
I have.
Okay, that's fine. So we're going to hook here first, and we're going to flop this thing over. Now, if you would have hooked here, it's light back here. Yes, it would eventually come over, but all your weight is right here. So this is going to be the more heavier, strongest part of the car.
Okay.
So you want to pull here to bring it over. If I was on the scene of this, we would do both sides. That way it would have equal pull. So you're one. We're just going to do one line. We got another blanket.
There was one right here. Are you in neutral right
Yep,
now?
neutral
and park and brake on.
All right.
Okay, wind it in a little bit. That was the easy part.
Oh, man.
So on this particular one, you can go, we need to go to the low side, but we can try the high side first. You can either hook to there or hook to there and see what it's going to do resistance-wise on pulling. Okay. Now you're going to listen to your strain. See how much strain's on that?
Yeah.
See the noise? Okay.
Yeah.
Pull it once to see what we do.
Somebody's already hooked up to the backside.
Come here.
Yeah.
So grab your snatch block,
Okay.
and we're going to go off this tree, and we're going to double up. And I'm going to show you the differences.
Okay. I've got a couple of those. I know what they look like.
So a lot of people will choke these, and you lose your resistance. So the object is to do a basket. You know, all these straps will have. Well, this one. No. So the strap's supposed to have no tag on it to tell you what, like a basket. This is considered a basket,
Okay.
or what a choke, what a choke weight is, or what's the other one to do? Wrap it a couple of times. How much more or less resistance it is. So when you basket like this, you get more, believe it or not, more pulling power.
Okay.
Versus choking it around a tree. If you choke around a tree, what usually happens is it gets tight up here, and then you can't get the goddamn strap out. So you always want your strap protected by the throat. Put your hook here. When you tighten this up like this, always back it off a quarter turn.
Okay.
Always, because what's going to happen is it's going to put tension on it, and then you're not going to get it back out. These guys behind you are shaking their heads, so they've been there. So always back off a quarter turn or whatever. As long as it you're still flush here with your threads, you still got plenty here.
Okay.
The object is you don't want to have to go, okay, I need a pair of pliers, or I need a hammer or whatever, because you forgot to back off a quarter turn.
I've done that before.
Yes, it happens. It sucks. Yeah, so I always try to go here, especially if I'm going to be pulling. That way, if it turns, I'd rather be up. That's what you got to feel for if you're pulling something out. Right. If you can't see it, you got to feel that it's reinforced. See that one's real thin.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to preach to you guys is if you start pulling on something, you could rip this floor clear out of this car for no reason. Then to strengthen it up. So then pull. Keep going. All right, stop. Give me another mini J on that bag, please. We're going to put a snatch block into this one. Saw shaft.
Are there any particular brands you like on shackles and stuff like that?
I used
I mean, we have access to Badlands a lot.
yeah. I mean, we used all this stuff last year. We had good luck with it. I brought snatch block of my
Need more?
Amazon, Walmart. Walmart.com, stuff like that. Not good. Yeah, we're gonna go hide, Jeff. Yeah. All right, you see what you got going on here?
This is danger zone.
What do you mean danger zone? There ain't nothing.
That's the excitement center. All right, let me lock it. Normally you're not telling me about purchases. Or that you don't want to pay me. Well,
So, got the end of the winch line there. That is going to snatch blocker on the tree.
What's wrong?
Then we got another snatch
Are you
block
sure?
there.
Yes. Get out of there.
And we're going that way.
I don't like that.
That's how you.
So by doing that and having two connections,
The more snatch blocks you put in it, the less resistance you have on your truck. Plus, I moved the strap higher on the tree to give you the lift to bring it over. You should be able to set this car right on over.
I know, it's amazing.
Always set up so when it falls over, your strap's not underneath the tires. So you got to think, my rule of thumb is think 10 steps ahead and then go back to step number 1. And I preached that last year over and over and over. Because when we sat one down, we had one laying on the strap, which is no big deal. We used Bobcat flipped over. But let's say that's the only strap you've got. Now what are you going to do? Because you can't pick that up and set it back over.
No.
We had a Bobcat out here. So you got to think, okay, I'm going to go here, go there, go here. When it comes over, where's it going to land? You got to picture, you got to put in perspective the picture when it comes over. Yeah, it might bounce, roll back, but you got to take that all in consideration. So you got to, like I said, think 10 steps ahead.
That was nice with them 2 points up high like they
That's
were.
correct. You got to, and we're going to use the full frame here a little bit, and you'll see what we do with a full frame versus a unibody. With the full frame, we can use the soft straps, but we're going to position them so when it does come over, you can get them back out.
Okay.
So, a block. Give you more, like if you're doubled up, then go off of that, go back there and put a third line on it, and now it's really going to come out because now you're forcing it to come out with you. Keep going. Just like that. You know, we're only using a 1,500-pound car. You know, there's stuff, 4,000 pounds with all the gear and stuff in it. So, you got to think about all that stuff too.
Hey, you got a winch cover? One's over there on the car.
Somebody throw me one.
Blanket. I did bring my blanket.
The winch is cold. Put a blanket.
Got the steering wheel, it can't go far.
Yeah. See if that steering wheel locks. Hey, the keys are ready. Maybe we'll take it off for a while.
Yeah, we had that problem last year too.
It's making some noises for sure.
Is that running?
Yeah.
All right, give it a minute to charge it up.
Let me see this bump. Let me see if he works. Why not anymore?
Oh man, you're so strong. Hold over.
The blanket.
when you pull on it, you're pulling evenly, so the ass end's not trying to come forward or the front end. It's a game that you just got to play. So I know where center is on this because we did it last year. It's going to be right about here, which you would think the center would be here, but all the weight's up here. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Keep going. Keep going. Break up. Run off of it. So when it comes over so far, the block always falls out, which is like that. Just keep bringing it on over. Keep going. So the object was try to find center, which we did. Block of wood, give it that lift, and just enough pressure to kick that cab around to get it to start coming over. Smart kid.
We need about 2 feet. A little more. All right, cool. It's tough because you know they fit this thing in here.
Alright, got a single point connection to the truck here with a snatch block back to that tree there. And we're going to flip the S10 into the creek, and then we will flip it again.
He's always in charge, Mike.
It's true.
I think we're just gonna see if it's going over.
Where's that little black block right behind you?
Yeah, the clevis down there on that purple strap. Yep.
So looking at where this truck's going to flip over, do we need to move our vehicle about 10 feet?
Taught me, boss. Huh? Just need what you taught me.
This
I
should
just want to
flip
make sure
over
you
right
guys
into
are paying
the
attention.
picture.
No?
Oh no, wait a minute.
Because of where this is going to flip. I know we're pulling to here, but does it make sense to move that?
No, because the tree's gonna protect it.
Okay.
I mean, we can if you want to, but the tree's gonna stop it. You know, I'm sure there's full coverage on it, so I don't.
Got gap, you're good.
Yeah, you got gap.
No, we didn't do that.
I actually think I would put you in harm's way. Wow, I don't don't know.
I hear that. I don't know. That means
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. I'm laying things inches from my records. Mama Joe did that.
Yeah, she's the one that drug that thing out last year.
Yeah.
We told her to give her the beans, and by golly, she gave her everything she had.
I forgot about this. It was shooting out tacos out the exhaust, if I remember right. That'll work.
This truck already timed that too.
Not you.
You don't have to go far, Dad.
Son of a bitch. Ha! Fucking work.
Oh yeah, that was a champ right there.
God.
Carrying a wheel on this truck.
Hot damn.
That's what my spare tires for.
Alright, so here there's going to be a Mini J hooked to the front here. We're going to Art's 4Runner, and we're going to use the tire as leverage to pull the Aveo up and through the creek bed.
You got clevis? Got it right there. We have a green.
I would love to have
I have red raspberry, blackberry,
Good.
Try it. Watch your cord. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it.
Yeah, it needs blocks.
Let off. Let off. Hold up. Try it.
Try.
Nice try.
It still give you that lift. Keep going. See if you can bring it on up out.
Alright, so pretty big hump right there with the creek on each side of it. Vince is going to attempt to make it through here.
jamming out and everything.
Oh, that mud's about to build up behind that wheel right there.
I've been pissed over this. No reverse. No reverse. I wouldn't.
Oh.
Right back in.
Wind her in, boss. Oh! It's like Jurassic Park all over again. Give him a little gas. Try brake suction. There you go. There you go. Now would be the tire would be perfect. Who's got the tire? That would be perfect to give him some lift. Give him some lift. Hold your brake, let off. We're trying to find center. Okay. Let off. Let off. Try it. All right, stop. Turn your wheel to the left a little bit. All right, right there. Try it. Oh. You gotta keep your wheel straight. Turn your wheel to the left a little bit. Let off. Yep. Let off. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. All right, stop. Give it a little bit. Give it a little bit. All right. Hold up. Hold your brake. Hold your brake, let off. Let out of it? Yeah, let out of it. Just hold your brake. Try it. Turn your wheel left. Right there. Let off just a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Try it.
That's a cool trick, huh?
That's a cool trick.
That worked like a champ. You got it lined up. Good.
Yeah.
Sucks in like crazy. I think if you would have went around and stayed up on the back, it might
Your spidey senses.
Is he still a free? You probably got enough.
Hold that.
We haven't had a fall yet.
Put to grab the winch.
You want tobacco?
Any more?
Yeah, you need your helmet.
Where is your bicycle helmet?
Helmet at?
That's probably good right there. It'll lock it. All right, tighten it up. A bit more. Just a little bit more. Hold it, please.
Watch that whole base just lay right back down. There it goes.
He was on a good line and it just threw him down.
The side of that bank is pushing everyone.
One more. You're done. Man, I got nailed. Now turn left. Left.
Driver.
Come on.
I think you're up high enough.
I think he's got the clearance.
Can you take
Stay there, Bennett.
Don't fall.
I signed.
So we are going to try some kinetic rope here, some different methods when you do not have a winch available. So with a couple of shackles and kinetic rope, you can get a lot further than you think. So those are some cheaper methods, better alternative than not having anything on the trail. So we are going to double this up, so see how this goes.
Go ahead. All right. Back up. Come on back. All right, now give it a tug. Back up. Come on back, come on back, come on back, come on back, come on back. All right, take off. What are you running for?
And there you have it. So I got that Aveo all the way up out of the creek using just a kinetic rope there. Triple kinetic rope.
Put on that redneck trans brake. Load it up.
Tugging some.
Yes, sir.
You know, to do your thing. So a lot of guys add tow hooks or front rear. Just make sure it's on a sturdy spot. If you look on the front frame rail here, Jeff's mom last year ripped that frame rail out, hooked to the tow hook because it was rotted out. But that's another reinforced hole right there because of how it's all concave right here. So not every time you put a tow hook somewhere, it's yeah, good shape. So another thing I try to teach you guys is to listen to your truck. Listen to the winch. Listen to the noises. We're going to show you right now. We're going to hook this. We're going to let you start pulling on it. And you're going to listen to that winch get real loud and start whining. Full frame or U-body, whatever. So it's to give you the lift or the lever, the fulcrum that you need. What kind of get this thing to start tight down? It's sitting there, it's here. So when you tighten up,
About find center of what? Like on the body or?
yeah, wherever, like the object of this, how it comes up, and you've got down pressure on too. So this is starting to do its thing.
Oh, no, you can see right. The winch instead of pulling straight to this side,
That's
we're gonna try to pull up.
That's correct.
It out.
And when it comes so far, the stick of wood's going to kick out of it, and your winch is going to keep on going to make up the difference. And if you listen, then wind it in a little bit. Just wind it in. Just wind it in. See how much more quiet? You see how much more quieter it is? So, yeah, just go ahead and flip, bring it on over. I mean, it's. See the noise difference?
Yeah, there's a big
Everybody needs to listen to that noise. See how the stick is out of the way? They're just going to bring it on over. When you find somebody that is rolled over, whatever, you want to try to find center. Okay, this center, you would think center would be here, but you've got more weight up here, so you need to move more this way because
There's not so much center or like distance, but
here we'll do
Balance,
we're gonna do this. We're gonna pull this in here, and you're gonna see how this is gonna try to slide. We'll let off of it, and we'll come back here. That way, you see what you're gonna see the weight difference. nice line here. You don't have it crossed, twisted, whatever. You don't want to be rubbing swords. Does that make sense? Because of the friction and stuff. You know, we did it last year, and they seen what was talking about, because one winch was working faster than the other, and it was actually pulling up on the other one's wire rope and causing problems. So you don't want to try to cross. I mean, sometimes things can't be avoided, but this is the perfect scenario. You're lined up here, you went to a tree, you doubled your pulling power up, so you went from let's say a 9,000 pound winch to 18,000. If you listen to your winch, it's got less stress, less noise, whatever. You pour it on here. So try it once. We won't take it all the way over. You shouldn't even have to get in your truck.
Yeah, no, this is barely working.
Yeah. All right, now let off of it. Good. Keep going, just let off. All right, stop. All right, now try it. Again, if you get a straight line shot like I talked about, it'll wind up nice and even. So if you go off to a tree, go to the tree and then come back to your casualty, and if you have to, you can go back to the tree again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you see the difference in weight, like compared to getting the weight.
When you're not even in your truck, you're not holding the brake. If you're out here washing, all right, stop. What's wrong with this picture?
Danger.
Danger.
Danger, danger.
I don't know. Trying to fill it up and go back.
What happens if something breaks?
But I hate you no matter what.
How'd you pick up on that? Here.
You can move to the side as well.
You pull aside, have them hold your steering wheel straight, because what happens is you're going to start pulling, the wheel's going to turn, and then you're going to get somewhere over here. So have them hold, hey, you're going to feel some pressure. Just hold your steering wheel straight, leave your car run, hold your steering wheel straight, and let me have it. I usually tell them put it neutral, that way the wheel can do what it needs to do. As you know, you don't want to get up there in the caliper, but it does happen. So when it gets in the caliper, you just say, hey, okay, the strap's back here. Put your car in reverse and spin your tire just a little bit. Then you can get your strap back out. Yeah, he ice-centered it. He's done. He should have stayed right. We gotta get a Toyota. We gotta get the Toyota to save the Jeep. Where do you need me to eat?
She wants it.
Hey.
Oh, here we go. There you go. Oh. There you go.
It's part of the good stuff.
well, all those bumpers don't have like that.
So this is our EMT, Danny. Wanted to try it out. So. You see, the problem is you zigged when you should have zagged, bud.
You're finishing it going that way. If Dean said when you should have tacoed. Vince, if you seesawed any help at all? No. I mean, you get that little, like, 5 inches back, you know? Hey, 5 inches. Hey, 5 inches is a lot now, guys, so that's all I'm saying.
What do you think, Bennett?
Get us a 3 strap or no? Do you have a strap? No. It's actually all the way over there. Shut it off. It just slammed me right on it. You can see, I got a shark fin on it now. Go straight onto it.
baby.